Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to be, I'm going to be talking about a story that I literally just came up with. It's kind of based off, it's actually directly from my life. Um, it's called Possessive. Yeah, that's the name of it. Anyways, let's get started. I remember in elementary school, I had, it was I think second grade. We were very young and we didn't really know what was going on with the world yet. I had two main friends and a few that branched off of one of them. There was Sarah. She was interesting. She had a long scar down her chest from the base of her throat all the way to her belly button. She had told me it was from the multiple heart surgeries she had gotten already, even as a second grader. She had told me lots of stories about it. Well, one in particular. But on with this story. And because of her, I knew a couple other girls. One was Erica, and the other Julia. I wasn't very good friends with them, and Julia was nice and all, but Erica would bully me. She'd take my stuff and run off, call me names as I tried to desperately chase her and get my hats, my coats, my gloves, scarves, and even lunch sometimes back. Usually she would just run off, run around the playground a few times, and then stop by one of the dumpsters, tossing my object into the dumpster, and then continuing to dash around the playground. Once or twice, when I brought money for snacks or for lunch or breakfast, they would take that too. It was nothing too big, just a couple dollars here and there. But then there was an issue. My other friend, Asia. Yeah, her name is funny, but her sister's name is Dakota, so I guess their parents are just going on a streak of, I don't know, map names. World, one country name and one state name. But yeah. Asia and Sarah. They were kind of rivals, but before that, they were friends. I had met Sarah and Asia when we were in kindergarten, even in Girl Scouts. It was before all the crazy middle school drama, even before the whole tug of war. When that came around, it was horrible, honestly. So, like playing tug of war with either other people or with a pet, usually a dog, is one person has one side of the rope and another person has the other. Now imagine a person being that rope. That was basically what it was. Two people competing. And I knew I couldn't pick either of them because if I did, I'd make the other one upset or I'd hurt the other one. It's horrible. It was really bad. Um, at first, when this happened, the tug of war happened 3 times. First time was Asia and Sarah. I picked Asia. Sarah hated me, bullied me every day for 4 years. Asia knew it, and she did nothing. I mean, yeah, like I'd come over to her house and I'd sometimes stay the night, sometimes we just play, like, we'd go outside and pretend we were witches or something for a few hours. But she never really did anything about the whole situation. Next, was Destiny, another friend, somebody who I had met through Asia, and of course, Asia. I picked Asia again. She began being mean to me, and Destiny just kind of ignored me. She didn't really care that much. The third time, the final time, it was a group of friends and a girl named Angel. I picked my group of friends. Angel got me sent to the principal's office 6 times. Once because I actually physically hurt her. I had had too much anger built up and just kind of snapped. And the other times, she just said I did stuff when I never really did, and spread rumors about me. Slowly, my group of friends left me. That was fourth grade. Asia left too, but she actually moved down to Texas. I was all alone. That was all of fifth grade. It was horrible. I remember in fifth grade, during the recess, I used to lay on the bench underneath a small oak tree. I'm sure it's still there in the park. I mean, I only saw it a couple weeks ago. So, they they moved the middle bench to the opposite side of the playground, next to another one. But I used to lay on that bench, just stare up at the sky for 20 or so minutes, however long recess was when I was younger. Sometimes the recess monitors would come over, ask if I was alright, if I needed anyone to talk to, if there was anything bothering me. I mostly just smiled and told them I was fine. Nothing really was really bothering me. I just liked looking at the sky. Um, that was most of fifth grade. I just That was at least during recess, during the day. At night, my thoughts would haunt me, and I would literally cry myself. I'm not even being dramatic. I cried almost every night. There was this one radio station that actually kind of helped me through it. Lots of people with their hopeful stories and everything just kind of brought a little bit of sunshine into my dark, dreary world. As ironic as it sounds, it's true. The radio station was 97.7 Magic FM, and the DJ that I usually listen to was on from 6 p.m. to midnight. I would stay up way past midnight just listening to the stories, just because my iPod that I used to use would record like the playback for at least 15 minutes, so I could literally just listen to the stories over and over again as many times as I wanted. The DJ or the radio person was Delilah, if any of you remember that. She used to help so many people, and people would just call in either just to talk to her or thank her, request songs. There were so many different things. Like, one of them was a woman whose husband was in the army, and she knew he listened to this certain radio station every night before he went to bed, around the same time that she had called in. So she called in, said, like, wanted him to know that she loved him and she missed him and everything, and then requested a song. She had told the radio station that it was the song they had played on their wedding day. It was nice, it was cheerful, and I just kind of fell asleep listening to that night. There was a bunch of other stories, and I don't remember the names of any of the people who called in. But yeah. Um, you see, being a tug of war toy, it's being it's two different people being possessive at the same time. Or at least all it is just at least one of them is being possessive. If both, it's even worse. It makes you feel like you're a trophy, something to be possessed or owned. And it's just horrible. It's this sick feeling in your stomach and this tightness in your throat, almost choking you. I probably should have added trigger warnings on this. I apologize. But there's just a lot of stuff, and being possessive. I find that lots of people have that trait, and most of them have not so good backstories. Like, most of them have their trusts have been betrayed before. They've been left, like they've been abandoned before, that kind of stuff. They've had a very rough past. It's always like that. And I don't hold it against them. I don't really like judging people. It's rude and uncalled for. But sometimes if people take it over the line, like, yeah, you can use it as an excuse to an extent. But if you step over the line and take it too far, like, there are certain things you shouldn't do. It's just, yeah, very, very stressful. And so I'm kind of using this as a diary or notebook, whatever, journal entry 3.0 or 2.0, whatever. I'm actually going to upload this. I had recorded something else earlier today. I just realized I was talking too fast for anyone to understand. Um, Once again, it's pretty late at night. Well, yeah, and I probably sound dead. um, and there's just been a lot going on, and it just seems like I'm mad at everyone just for their own little things, and it's hard, feeling alone. But yeah, when I was younger, my mom used to, like, I used to get bullied. Like, it was just something that happened. Sometimes I'd actually have to go home because I used to just sit in the principal's office like all day and cry, but I got to go home early sometimes because they had better things to do. Um, and during third grade, it got pretty bad, like so bad that my mom actually pulled me out of school, and I was homeschooled for half of third grade, like the last half of third grade. So, yeah. Um, that happened. There was, yeah, like, there was so much going on, and my mom, I remember when Asia and Sarah were kind of playing tug of war, I tried telling her, like, about it, like I wanted to talk to someone about this, and all she had said was, "Oh, no, I don't care. Go write it down or something. It'll make you feel better." And even as like, even now, it still kind of hurts. Like, I mean, I know it shouldn't, and I'm probably just being oversensitive. I always am, to be honest. It's just something yeah, it's pretty bad. Um, because if I feel that I trust someone, and like if I take someone the wrong way, it just, like, if they don't explain it or whatever, it just doesn't turn out the best. I overreact. I get mad or depressed or anything, honestly. And I take things way too far. But yeah, I feel better now that I'm doing this because I'm actually talking about it. I don't care who's listening. It just, eh. There's been so much going on. So I know I've said that millions of times, but yeah. Okay, so I was thinking for maybe a future episode thing, whatever, of these. I would do a Q&A, questions and answers thing. Um, like, I don't know, whoever actually listens to these, if anybody does. I haven't checked if there was any views on my last one, actually. Let me go do that right now. You guys could, like, write down questions that any of you have, like, if you guys have any for me to answer. I mean, if they're personal, it's fine. If they're too personal, I'll let you know, like, in the video, but I'll be glad to answer any of them. So, yeah, just feel free to ask away. Um, As I said before, I'll try to do like 2 to 3, like 1 to 3 stories a video, depending how long I want the video to be. Oh lord, this is 15 minutes. YouTube is gonna kill me. Um, anyways, I should probably wrap this up. Hope you guys all have a good day, night, whatever the heck, like whatever time it is, where you guys are. Have a good Halloween. I know it's only September, but it's only September. Yeah, that was from the last one. And just make sure you guys are safe wherever you are, and I wish you all the best of health and everything. Good luck with anything if you need help. Um, and yeah, so my next thing is either going to be Q&As, a Q&A if you guys have any questions, or something about sexuality. That's been a really big topic lately. Well, last year I think, and I just wanted to discuss it because not many people actually like understand it. But yeah, so I'm gonna get off now and stop recording. So, um, like if you like this, and dislike it if you didn't. And make sure you subscribe for more if you want more. I mean, you don't have to. Bye.